My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is August 2nd, 2023. It is 6:51 a.m. I did my first video already. I've edited and I'm rendering it right now. And I have some time and I went over Twitter. I came across about 5 tweets. One of them I recorded earlier, but I'm gonna insert it near the end of this video. All right, so let's go on Twitter. This is my subscription, how many subscribers I have, and my estimate. This video might be, I might make it public as soon as I finish edited, unlike the one that I did earlier this morning, might be in 2 weeks or so. So keep an eye on the estimate revenue. Okay, it went down from video 1. Let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. Jack Smith doesn't F around, does he? All right, so it's 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Good evening. Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with conspiring to defraud the United States, conspiring to disenfranchise voters, and conspiring and attempting to obstruct an official proceeding. The indictment was issued by a grand jury of citizens here in the District of Columbia, and it sets forth the crimes charged in detail. I encourage everyone to read it in full. The attack on our nation's capital on January 6, 2021 was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election.
Okay, when you think about the things that unfold, how many people were willing to do that, who work along with them? Can you just imagine? This is why voting is important. There were too many people who went to vote. They could not manipulate the numbers. Can you imagine this? How they could have easily stole the election if people did not go vote. Every state, they had their people to do their bidding for him. All right, let me read a few comments. Okay, let me just read what's there. Clear and to the point, no fluff, no BS. It makes him effective and deadly. Okay, get him jacked. I just have to pray we get justice, because we've been, ever since he's been elected, he keep on obstructing the law, do all sort of things like the law doesn't apply to him, and we get our hope high and then we get crushed again. So we shall see. This is a baggage for God for sure. All right, next tweet. Okay, so there's this here. I saw it and I wasn't sure, because I didn't really, yesterday I didn't watch the indictment. Okay, wait, the judge assigned to Trump's case is a black woman. Oh my goodness, let's listen to that GIF.
Well, we were living in an extended stay apartment.
Well, despite that, it's just that she's gonna have to follow the law as well. Okay, if she does anything that's not in accordance to the law, and you see how many people is willing to shed money to protect Trump, and they could go to appeal the judgment, and then things happen. So you just never know. All right, so let's continue. Let's read some of the comment. Okay, we will see how long that lasts. I can see his team filing a bunch of motion to have her removed, and they'll fail. They tried to do that in many other states. I wasn't in Georgia. No, they didn't charge him yet. Where did he do that? I think something in Georgia had happened. They didn't indict him yet in Georgia, but something was happening. And then he tried to remove the person. Is it the prosecutor or something like that? I think. But anyway, I don't plan on making an hour video. Let me make this really quick. Let's go to the next tweet. And this is the one that I have. I guess for the sake of this video, I'll just put it so I don't have to disturb my previous video. Alright, MVP Harris to DeSantis, paraphrase, quote, "Ain't nobody coming to debate you, fool. I know what slavery is." It continues, "And you couldn't handle one anyway, because you're still fumbling over my last speech. Bless your confused heart." Alright, it's exactly 2 minutes.
Right here in Florida, they plan to teach students that enslaved people benefited from slavery. They insult us in an attempt to gaslight us, in an attempt to divide and distract our nation with unnecessary debates. And now they attempt to legitimize these unnecessary debates with a proposal that most recently came in of a politically motivated roundtable. Well, I'm here in Florida, and I will tell you there is no roundtable, no lecture, no invitation we will accept to debate an undeniable fact. There were no redeeming qualities of slavery.
I mean, if these people love slavery so much, maybe, I don't know, should they get a taste of it to see how they like it? My goodness. But anyway, let's continue.
And as I said last week when I was again here in Florida, we will not stop calling out and fighting back against extremist so-called leaders who try to prevent our children from learning our true and full history.
All right, so that's it. I'm not gonna go in the comment. When you see the video that I recorded this morning, I went over some of the comments. You know, I really want to make this really short. Next tweet. All right, so this one I just saw. Oh, come on. All right, let's. Okay, next tweet. I just saw this one. I love how this video perfectly encapsulates how Kate at Kensington Royal and Camilla and the rest of the ilk of the royal family feel intimidated by Meghan Markle's strength and why they felt the need to try and destroy a woman who came in and was ready to do work and ready to do the work they require of her. She just refused to be used, abused, and disrespected. Okay, 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Let's listen.
Lady, are white women really that scared of black women? And I'm going to say yes. And this is my opinion as a white woman who is 53 years old and has lived in the South in Georgia in my entire life.
I think I shared this video a while back before, but since I started it, let's finish it.
But it's not being scared, but it's a fear. And it's not a physical fear, it is the mental fear. It is what we see in you and what we see you doing and how it challenges us and the fear of that.
But at the same time, okay, at the same time, why so many white women like to get into other people's black people's business. Like one of the videos that I recorded this morning, where this guy was saying, you stay in your lane, we stay in ours. When you see something going, don't come into our lane. A lot of time you see on supermarket, or what is it, you got neighbors walking into somebody's house without invited and all of that. Why do they feel the need to keep on getting into our business if they have that much fear? If you fear of something, you run away from it, not going toward it. Okay, I don't know if some of you have seen some of those videos where those Karens are not minding their business. Alright, so if they fear other people, you move away. You'll be more than happy to mind your own business, to not interact with somebody or something you fear of. Because when you fear of something, you don't go towards it, you move away from it. Alright, but let's continue.
So we see black women and we see how strong you are. We see you coming together as a community. We see you supporting each other. We see you supporting your community, supporting your families, supporting your children, going out and fighting for your rights.
Well, if those things we're fighting for were not put in front of us, there will not be any need to fight for it. Okay? So what will you do if they put something in front of you that disturb your way of life? Will you just sit there and accept it? Like I've said in so many times and so many videos, the body wasn't built to be in pain all the time. So when something is making you feel certain way, we try to make the body somewhat normal. Whatever obstacles they put in front of us, we try to jump it so we could get our body back to normal. But the thing is that after each hurdle, after hurdles they keep on putting in front of us, we keep on fighting, You never give us a break. We want to enjoy life the same way you guys enjoy whatever you do. My goodness, baggage for God though.
Being authentic in your race and in your femininity. Anyway. And we're jealous. I think we're jealous because we would love to be that, I think, and we don't know how to break out of the indoctrination that we have been suppressed by our entire lives. And I'm like,
okay, so you recognize you have a problem. Why don't you do something about it? Right? You already tackle the first step of whatever fear you have. You know you have a problem, so work towards it to make it better instead of degrading the person you fear of. Look and learn and watch what they do and how they do it, or at least humble yourself. Ask questions. Ask how you do this. Maybe you could apply them to yourself. But instead, many of them, not her in particular, but many white women join the men that inflicting pain onto us. How will that help you? Okay, so let's continue.
I'm not giving white women a pass, don't get me wrong, but I know and most women have been told, white women have been told our entire lives, be quiet, know your place, be a good girl, don't rock the boat, don't be too much. And when you are any of those things, you are ostracized because you have rocked their boat. And that is what black women are. You rock our boat.
But we're not doing anything to you. Okay, you should focus on the men and your respective kind of environment. They don't want who's inflicting. We're not doing anything to you. Okay? You fail to see where the problem originated. We didn't inflict anything to you. As a matter of fact, you keep us so busy where we consistently have to fight for our right, like she said. But the men and their lives are inflicting all those barriers for her to be in fear of. We're not the problem. Okay? The men and your society and your environment and your respective wherever you are the problem, because they the one who's inflicting all those unnecessary rules. Okay, So I don't know. You need to see where the original problem starts.
Our mental boat, because you challenge us to look at how we are deficient and not living in our truth, and it makes us uncomfortable. And people don't like to be uncomfortable.
That's your problem.
And it makes us start to question ourselves, and people don't like to question themselves.
Why you don't question yourself? It's good to question yourself to see where you did something good or bad, so that way you could improve yourself. I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Oh, but anyway.
Rather live in our little bubble of white supremacy and comfortableness.
I don't know. That's her problem. Okay. I don't want to go into all of this, but let's read.
Lady,
Oh,
or white women.
let me read what's there, and everything else is new. Okay, this woman is honest and speaking her truth. She needs to be careful of derangers. I've known this for quite some time. They hate Meghan because of their inferiority complex. She also shattered the ideal beauty standard that was dictated. Meghan refused to stay mute and be less. Okay, as a white woman, I second all of what she said. Okay, white women's fear for black women is so real. At least I'm not one of those in denial of reality. Okay, that was an interesting take. Okay, so what is the problem then? Many of you are siding with the abusers, the one who keeps on putting those unnecessary rules. I don't know. The problem, it's in your communities, not us. Alright, we try to mind our own business, but once you start coming into ours, then we have to do what we have to do. Okay, you see all those police officers, when they stop people, I could understand you stop somebody for whatever reason it may be, hopefully it's lawful. But many of them tend to do all those unnecessary things. For what? Because of our skin color? So this is something these women need to discuss within their own community. Because the fear that they're putting on themselves is self-inflicted. We're not the one who's putting all those fear into you. My goodness. Alright, so I think that was it, right? Let me see. Let's go into the next one. Okay, this one is a little bit funny. No, that wasn't supposed to be that. I put it twice. That's why. Okay, this is on my last video. I don't want to put it here again because I'm gonna have to edit. Okay, so this was the one I was supposed to put and I didn't do it, and I skipped it for some reason. All right, let me change the. All right, so there's this here. A Boston police officer was hurt after tumbling down a children's slide at the newly renovated playground at City Hall Plaza. Oh my God, let's just 8 seconds. It's only 8 seconds. Watch how he come down. Oh my God. Why was it so? Oh my God. What in the hell? He come out like a sacked potato. Oh my God. There's the height here. It's pretty high here. And then that over here is the height. The height is too high. Oh my God. I don't think this slide is gonna fly the playground safely. Safety inspector. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the back. Like a sack potato. Okay, so that's what I was supposed to do. I didn't do it. I bookmarked this and I was supposed to scroll up to share this. I completely forgot. But anyway, that's it. I don't want to go into the comment. That's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that's it.
Hello, this is Tazine.
Hi, Jazine.
Hi, Jazine.
Hi! Oh my god! I can't believe that I'm speaking with you both right now.
The Responsible Technology Youth Power Fund is an investment in young people that are shaping a more equitable and inclusive technology future. The Youth Power Fund is supporting 26 organizations from around the United States that are focused on the whole spectrum of responsible technology, from harm mitigation to ensuring equitable access to the benefits of technology, to using technology as a platform to address some of the biggest challenges that this next generation is facing.
Congratulations, this is great, and we're so happy to have you as part of this team.
Really, thank you for all the work you're doing. It's huge. It's making an enormous impact.
It was like young people were empowered and emboldened to say things to me online that they would never say to me in person.
And so my vision was,
can we actually stop the cyberbullying at the source with the cyberbully via a behavioral approach that actually teaches young people to pause and rethink.
This is amazing. This is exactly why we do what we do. This is exactly why the Youth Power Fund was created.
You know, so many different opportunities have presented itself to really uplift our message and to continue our work to inform legislation and to create a safe online world for young people, for the next generation.
For your kids and so many other people that need to be protected.
And to have their digital rights maintained.
Social media was a major area that I think in many ways is a lot helpful to a lot of people, but at the same time creates huge harms for so many people, especially in terms of mental health.
I felt like I had to get involved because I think young people are going to need to be heard.
In order for politicians to take action on this issue.
I got involved in a legislative advocacy initiative in my home state of California here in the US, and I actually came across an investigation that found that there were algorithms being used in our legal system here in the US that are actually biased against Black defendants.
Thank you for doing everything that you do. Our kids especially are incredibly grateful.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
service that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better